The funny thing is, I just came out of the library and I ordered a book and she gave me this. And I know what I ordered was a fictional book, but this is not what I ordered. So I don't know if I made a mistake or they made a mistake. So I'm gonna go back home and check my computer and check. Now, I don't know about you, but I think sometimes accidents are a thing of God. So whatever this mishap is, might be something I want to look through. Anyway, I think that is the plan here. In my life, I don't think that many things are coincidences. At least now that I'm walking with the Lord, I see clear as day how He leads and guides me. And why would He not? When my constant prayers with Him daily are, let's guide me, lead me, teach me. And He does that. So don't be surprised when simple accidents like that, to you, it's like somebody made a mistake or I clicked on the wrong book at the library online for them to hold for me. And then all of a sudden you come here and you're like, what is this? And either they made a mistake, but to God it's not a mistake, or I made a mistake, but to God it's not a mistake. Because I would have never ordered that book online. But in the old days, I would have taken that book. What I would have done is this. I would have taken that book, walked out with it. Or I would have just given it to the girl and said, no, I don't read this stuff. Or I would have just gone to the outside and dumped it in the depository there where you return the books. And then I just would have, continued on my day. But I said to myself, thinking, knowing that God is in control all the time in my life and He guides and leads me, I have to sit down with this book and I have to go through it. Because there's something He wants to lead me to. And I will let you know what that is. Because in the last couple of days, I've been reviewing my preps at home. And I'm pretty confident with everything except for the water situation. Because for a while now, I've been putting off this harvesting of water. I mean, I have already gallons of water at home. But a lot of you don't realize that my life is going to change in the next few weeks. Because I am in the process of going through home study right now for foster care. And that's something that I'm going to reveal here. I was going to do a video on it separately, but I'm just going to come right out and say that last video that you saw, me getting fingerprints, was for that. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to go back into getting little kids or infants. I am actually planning on bringing in a college student, girl. I told them I don't want to deal with boys. I've already gone through the boy stuff. And I want to help a woman, a girl who is been in foster care most of her life, and she needs a family. She needs somebody to come back to, somebody who can help guide her. And that's what I thought the Airstream was going to be perfect for, because for the last couple of months, I've been trying to sell the Airstream. Okay, I had an offer for it. It was a good offer, a really good offer. And at that time in my life, I just knew it wasn't the right time, even though I had put it up for sale. And then I let it sit there for a while, and I thought, well, I could rent it, but then I don't want the renters so close to my house. I would have to move it out and go through this whole process. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to sell it. And that was a plan, to sell it. So I advertised online at Airstream. I'll put the name of the company here. And they scammed me. They scammed me $50. The reason I can say that is because I just won with my credit card company, and they wouldn't reply to my credit card company, so I won my money back. I think, in my opinion, I put two and two together, and I think that the people who own this particular website are investors that are into buying and reselling. They're scouting people on Facebook who are selling theirs and telling them to go over there and sell on theirs, because what they're doing is scouting to get low or offers. Now, what happens with them is that when somebody contacts you, it's not direct to you. It goes to them first, and then they send you the person's email. But the problem that I had, and this is why I ended up filing with my credit card company, was towards the end, it was like 2 weeks before my ad was going to end, and I had already been in contact with several people. I didn't realize that my replies were coming in 2 weeks after the fact that the person was contacting, made the initial contact. So I had one woman who had come down to Florida. She was visiting, and she wanted to see the Airstream that weekend. When I got the email, I replied to her right away, and then she replied to me, and then she said that she had sent me the message a week before I replied. And I said, well, I didn't get the message till so and so. So I realized that the company that I was paying to advertise for me was not forwarding the emails in a timely manner. The woman had already left. She was already back, I think, in Missouri. Missouri. She was back in Missouri at the time when I replied to her. So I realized this is not what I'm paying. I'm not paying for this because I lost a sale. She really wanted to come and see it. She was in Florida looking. She was an active looker looking in Airstream. She had flown down here to look at some others. And I realized this is not what I was paying for. So I contacted the company and told them that, and they didn't have a reply. These people are very fake. And my credit card company, I called them, and they went ahead and they filed a report against them. And they had until February 6th. The credit card company waited till February 6th to get a reply from them, and they just ignored the credit card company. This is how I know that they're scammers. Their money is not into good service or selling. They're investors. That's what happened with the Airstream. And then I realized these things don't just happen to me. These are things that are happening because God does not want me to sell this Airstream. Be right back. I gotta recycle my stuff. I have been getting rid of so much junk from my garage. I still got a lot of stuff, boxes and so many things that I just went to the thrift store and got rid of some donations there from like roller skates of Christians and an old guitar that he had. Just things that they're taking up space in my garage that, kids, you can't hold everything for sentimental value. You just got to get rid of it, especially if they don't work. So what's the point? I mean, the roller skates are fine. The guitar is fine. It just needs strings. It's in my heart. He was leading me to this, that, I miss my son. I wish my son was home, but he doesn't want to live in the country where there's only old people around. My son likes the city life. He, like most young kids, they want to be around. They want to be with their friends, and they want to go places. They want to do stuff. They like city life. They're going out to restaurants, this and that, whatever. And, everybody where I live is retired. They're old. Everything is slow. You got to have a car, and cars cost money now. Everything is an expense, insurance, all of that. And he doesn't want to live there. So I'm like, fine, okay. So why can't I do the same I was doing for my son for somebody in foster care? So I'm going into the process now to bring in a college student that's in foster care. So foster care, it doesn't stop at 18. There's an extension program there where the actual child is still in foster care to 23, and they try to help them find housing, get a job, or go to school. Okay, so they're still getting services, these kids. And I thought, well, the Airstream is perfect. All right, I want you to know that I'm wearing a microphone right now. My little microphone that I didn't know if I still had it or not. It's the plan. See, I have it on here. I'm going through a home study, and I'm going to have a college student staying inside the Airstream that I'm going to try to help, like a single girl who wants to do something with her life. I already spoke to my home study. I'm meeting with him this week, and I tell him quite frankly, I don't waste my time with girls who are looking for boys only. I'd rather wait 6 months for the right person. I'm hoping to find somebody who truly wants a family, wants somebody to come back to time and time again over their lifetime, whether they get married. Yeah, you didn't have childhood with me, but we can have a nice relationship, and it's a place where you can come back to and have family. And that's what I'm hoping, because I've always wanted a daughter. I've always wanted a daughter. The only reason I adopted a boy was because of my ex-husband. He wanted a boy. He wanted to go fishing with them and stuff like that. Even there, I would tell you, probably most girls like fishing anyway. But I always had that desire to have a girl and have that relationship with a girl, and I just don't want to get into fostering little kids. I don't want to go through all of that drama with teachers in school. And at this point in my life, I would have to homeschool, and I don't want to go through all of that again. That takes so much of my time and so much planning and stuff, and it's very, very difficult right now to find children that are not messed up. I mean, it's hard, but at least with college kids, they've already worked out through a lot of their stuff. They're independent, they know they're free, and now they're once they're after 18, they already realize they can walk away. But if they're staying in the system after 18, it's because they do want the help. And that's what I like about that. So the children that I'll probably be getting are between 18 and 23. And they'll be able to still get services from the state until they opt out of the system at 23. But they do have to either be going to school or work. And they have offered me, there's moms out there, young moms who have children now. I don't want to start with something like that because I don't want to have a situation where I have a girl and I know this is going to happen. They want to go with the boyfriend, they're going to leave me their kid, and then I'm going to have to be watching babies. At this point in my life, do not want to be taking care of babies. That's not what God is leading me to have a mom with a child. And I don't want to have drama because a lot of these moms, what they're doing is they're looking for another man to take over and help them. And they're going to be going in and out of relationships, and guess who's going to be the babysitter when they're out at night or doing stuff. So that is not the plan for me. This is where God is leading me right now to help a person who wants to be helped. And I've been very specific with them. Don't waste my time with girls that are only looking for boys. She's got to be a girl that likes gardening. She's got to be a girl that likes nature. She's got to be a girl that wants to be self-independent. She wants to make something of herself. And she also has to have a car or wants to have a car. So my plan is obviously to interview the person before they come to my house, have them come to the house before they actually move in, and see if it's something that they're willing to do, is live in an RV and explore other possibilities of living in life where they don't have to live in bad areas and things like that. So that's where God is leading me, and I just pray for me and pray that I'm going to get the right girl to come there. I really would love a companion to go to church with on the weekends and somebody to go out with every once in a while. As far as relationship is concerned, I have no interest in finding. I'm not saying I'm not open to a relationship with a man at this point in my life. I just haven't found the right one. The one that connects with me, talks to me about God, connects to me about the Bible, who reads the Bible with me. Nobody who could travel with me too, because most people are still working at my age, and it's just that's the way it is. So I thought, well, I don't need that in my life, and I don't meet people online. That's one thing I don't do. I have so much peace in my life right now. I'm so happy, so thankful. Every morning I wake up thankful for the new day that I'm coming into, and just so much incredible peace in my heart, in my soul. Gratitude for the simple things in life. Gratitude for my home, my security. I'm so grateful that I'm not on the road. I'm not living on the road, dealing with all of the problems that are out there, because that is not an easy life. I'll tell you that once I travel and I'm out there for 2 months, man, when I get home, I don't even want to go to the store. I just don't even want to separate from my home. It gets very stressful to be on the road, I'll be honest with you. It's very, very stressful to be on the road. Anyway, I'm on my location. Thank you for watching. This is just an update of some of the things that are going on. I am busy still prepping, busy getting things for water harvest and other things. Anyway, I'm here at my location. I will talk to you later. Bye. Hey, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.